today. Went down, well, I went down earlier, been mucking around all morning doing a few things, and grabbed $480 worth of $1 coins. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 24 rolls. But I'll just do 100 at the moment, see how I go, because I've had to shut the door for this back room. I've got an aircon, but it's the old one. If I turn it on, you won't even hear me, because it's one of those big blasty ones. I've got a fan going, and it's like, I don't know, already 30 degrees or more here in Melbourne, getting 38 to get today, possibly 40. So, you know, this back room's all right if I put the aircon on, but like I said, you won't hear me. So, yeah, so I've gone down to my little bank, and hopefully there's something in here that is worth the while. There you go, Trish, Jez and Jobby. There you go, buddy. Buddies. So we got a, I'll change where my bin was, that's a pain. Donation dollar, what year? 2020, 12.5 million, that's the first one. I actually gave all mine in the other day, so I'll keep it for donating as they wanted. Alright, the light seems alright. I was a bit worried about the light, but I changed the background again. Yeah, you're always the wrong channel, Jobs. Let's see if I cast a shadow with that hand. Doesn't matter. I've got no light going over my shoulder, I think. Well, I know that it's probably half the lighting problem. I've got it all in front. I've got lighting behind me, I should say, the room light, but that's casting a big shadow. The lights in front, well, nulling that down, you know. But it's still casting a shadow. I really need it on the side and over my shoulder. Anyway. And I keep going the left hand. I'm right-handed, but I just find it easier, and the right hand's a bit arthritic from all the years of doing it. That's doing it, that's checking all the coins. Brett, how you going, buddy? Nice afternoon. I don't know what's the time now. Must be, it's getting close to lunchtime. There's a 2,000, and I've got to be getting close to a mule. I've had, not really, you need to put thousands of these actual, not $1 coins, but yeah, 2,000 $1 coins pass through your hand before you're likely to find one. But I have had my fair share of them, and I have found them, but not for a long time. Alright, getting another roll. Oh no, I rang the council about the big tree out the front. And I just hope they don't turn up now, checking it and cutting it, because they shred it at the same time. You can't hear nothing. But yeah, the tree's well overgrown, and the rubbish truck hits it all the time. Anyway, it's been like that for years, and no one's even told their depot when they go back. The guys go past cutting the other trees, they don't say nothing. Anyway, I've had to ring them, because we had a bit of a windy day, I don't know, fortnight back, and a few of the big branches came down. So anyway, I've got on to them. They're going to come and check it out and trim it up. But there's a couple of crows that nest up the top, right at the very, very top of it. And tell you what, if it wasn't for them, it'd be quiet as around here in the mornings. That's a mule, if anybody wants to know, the 2005. That should have been only for the 2006, the Dancing Man. Oh, that's what should have been, but somebody went out the back to the vault and brought in that one, which was waiting for 2006, and they muled it up. So they made 5.7 million of them, just so they don't sell for big money. But they did a news report on it, the mint. So yeah, so it's a mule if you want one. Finding one in top nick, that's what you want. And yeah, they're still lowish mint and worth getting them in good nick for sure. And if you can get them like in that condition, definitely worth keeping because they're a mule. Rotating. Let me just check. No, that one's alright. Have a look, see if it's got any cuds on it. Where's my pointer? So it gets cud in here, but it can get a bit of rough edging on top of there. It's cuds, well. I just think the chrome's just, the hardening's gone. It's just leaving patterns on top of that flame. But the main one I'm looking for is the cut in there that Snapper sent a photo to me of that he's got, and I've got one and it's on a rotate. So it's on a rotated 99 with a cut in the flames. I'm just checking down here, any missing beads. I've had them with missing beads with a dye fill, and I've got two with little cuts on the end of the beads. That's pretty rare. I've never seen them. I picked up one and I got one 2 weeks later, and in all the years, 20 years, that's all I've ever found is dye fill here and here. I think I had something here on here too. It might have been a small cut. I can't remember. There was something. I'd have to find the photo if I've got it. AUS, 35 years, $1 coin, privy mark. There's AUS, Australia Discovery Hunt, 1.5 million, 3 of them in the set. And I just remember that one of these, that one, there you go, it's got the A already on it at that end. I'll open that next. So that'll give me A and the S. Just need the U, and that's a set of 3 privy mark coins. And privy marks, mint marks, counter stamps. They're the ones you want to keep. There's one with the cut on it, right there. It's worn on there, but it's still got its little knob on there. So I'll see if this one, oh, this one's rotated too. Yep. So this one's rotated out 30 degrees. There. And it's got the cud error. Just there. So yeah, that's alright. That's 2 I got now. And that's about number 4 on the 1999 rotate coin. Rotate coin. Yeah, you want to be getting them while you can, because they're going to be getting caught onto their rotate coin. That's all I can tell people is their rotate coin, and every rotate coin I know is worth good money, and they will be as soon as they start drying up. So I only put one back because it was absolutely disgusting. So there are exceptions to putting it back. Somebody else can have that one. I'll be generous and put one back. But yep, they'll rotate. That's all I can say. What have we got here? 2022. There we go. Bush Ranger. That's pretty cool, isn't it? That horse is done. They're done a lot better than they did the dogs on their series, eh? The Kelpie. Yeah, funny. That's lovely. Yeah, see. So that's Great Australia Coin Hunt number 3. Post office with the mint. And I haven't even looked over to read anything. Let me have a look. NN, how you going, buddy? Let me just see if I missed anyone there. No, Trish, Jobby, NN, Brett. So Trish saying, can hardly find any new coins up on the Sunshine Coast. Or the new rage on TikTok, really, but lots of codes and rotates. Because no one knows what they are looking for. Man, send them over to my channel. Send them over here. I've got so many videos to tell and show people everything. You know, there's another, that's a A, 1.5. Privy Mark 35 and a Privy Mark A. Yeah, but send them over here and they can watch my videos. I'm on Facebook now. You can find me on Facebook. I got the link on my homepage on the on my profile cover photo there, the banner to the right. See eBay, and then you see Facebook next to it, and just click on that. And I put over 1,000 coin photos up for everyone to see on everything. I've put them all in albums, and I've put about 5 videos up, 2 home ones, you know, just to have a bit of a laugh at, and 3 on coins. And then I've put heaps. I'll put posts with links to videos on YouTube that maybe no one's seen or searched or found. Yeah, I've been going to town, putting heaps of stuff on there. Heaps and heaps of stuff. So I nearly started up a group yesterday. I was nearly going to start a group. And I got about, oh, there's something going on there. I don't quite think it's a cud. It's just a bit of rubbish. Yeah, I nearly started a coin group. It might, you know, how's coin finds in a group. But at the moment it's all public. Come along and follow. Friend and everyone, I don't know, only just starting on there. I've put a couple of friends on there, but I was thinking to myself, maybe it should just leave it as followers, so they all come over to YouTube and watch my YouTube videos, because on there they got all the photos, but it's all the teaching and everything I've got is in my videos. So I want them over here. And I was just thinking that yeah, I've got carpal tunnel here. But I'm still using my left hand, mate. It's like knives going through there. I swear, the pain. Anyway, chance of getting in hospital, get it then done. See you in about 5 years' time. You know, but yeah, I've got shocking. Yeah, really bad. And then I've got arthritis in both. Anyway, we got to carry on, don't we? Injuries and everything. Yeah, so anyway, you Facebook, tons of photos. You want to see photos, because I couldn't here. I would have had to do post after post, but I've put on about I don't know, probably about 50 or 80 or 100 posts already. So all the posts, I got all the photos, everything's over there. But here is all the videos on YouTube. But over there you got your photos and reference for photos, a couple of videos. But yeah, so yes, that's anyway. I was going to start up a group yesterday. Oh, there's the error on there. That's the 3rd one I got now. So die chip has created a join. You could say it's a die crack, but it's a bit bigger, you know. It's more chipped out, I'd say, and joined up. Broke through the wall between those two there. But that's the 3rd one I got. of that error. That's alright. Wing cud to rim error. Beautiful. So yes, anyway, so go over there and follow me and look at all the photos and stuff. But friending, like I said there, I think that's a bit more personal. I probably should have had all that off and just gone followers, you know. But yeah, so but definitely go over and follow. Yeah, because I don't know what I'll do there. I might put personal stuff on there, you know, and because you know, there might be heaps of family, because none of my family's gone on there. I've got tons that could join up, and they might be all personal stuff. So I'm not too sure if I've made the right move there. But, yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so I'm same name on there anyway, or Howard Doggett. That's in my my Gmail. That's where I'm at. But I've put to the side nickname, Howard's Coin Finds, and I can't change the actual name from my name to not the nickname, but the actual name of it have been Howard's Coin Finds until I've got 25. It's 25 followers, not friends. It'll be followers. So I've got to get 25 followers, and then I can change my name from Howard Doggett to Howard's Coin Finds, instead of having it as the nickname on the side. So if anybody's wondering why they can't do their name, it says you need to do, you know, it tells you in there, it says you haven't done your name yet, create name. You click on it, it says you can't do it. Doesn't tell you why, but I Googled it and checked it. It's because you need 25 followers to be able to change your name to a name that you want to call your channel. YouTube. There you go. Anybody who didn't know. Problem solved. That's why you can't do it. Keeps telling you. You go on there, it tells you can't. It's annoying till you know why. Well, there's a cud beyond the ear. So a little kangaroo cud. Not really rabbit ears, but anyway, rabbit ears. Tiny one, 2016. They get a range from the smallest ones to the biggest ones. 98s, 2000s and 2016s get the biggest cuds on the back there. But the 2016 also has the record of having the smallest one, if I remember. Smaller than that, half that size again. So, yeah. But they're quite regular on the 2016. And that's got crap on it. So, you know, you could keep it, but you could chuck it as soon as you find your next one, which you would. I don't want it. It's really dirty. I don't even want it. I've got one. I've got two. I've got many. I don't need it. But just to show you, if you wanted it, till you get one for your set, till you get another one, yeah, sure. Yeah, beggars can't be choosers. We've got to take what we take and then build from there. Another 2020 donation. First one in the world. They had donation on it. Their first colour circulating $1 coin. And yeah, 12.5 million. 2021s are 5 million. So the 2022s, if they made them, as they're going to release them, will be 7.5 million to make up the total 25 million that they were going to do over the 3 years, 2020, 2021, 2022, and release 25 million of them. So the 2021s didn't come out until July 2022. So they were really late on the scene, probably because of all the Olympics and COVID and all the other colour coins coming out. It disrupted it possibly, I don't know. But they were a year out. And 2022's gone, and we haven't got the 2022, so I gather that that they've already minted them, and that we'll get them, well, I don't know, this year, July, maybe the same again. I don't know how they operate, you know, they do some crazy stuff. Real weird, that doesn't make sense. But there might have been a lack of coins required too by banks. They, you know, the overall truth could be just that the 2021 donations didn't come out to 2022 because there was literally no, the banks didn't want any dollars. No one put the order in. Or well, they could have, and they might have had stores, you know, that they could use up first, previous years. Anyway, who knows? But they still do some strange stuff. That finger wants to get in on the action again. Whoops. Oh, I haven't looked over if anybody's turned up. Oh, you got on the Facebook? Yeah, that's it, yeah. Yeah, like I said, for anyone who wants photos to look at and zoom up on and study and, you know, and cross-check with your own, mate, I've got thousands more, but they're all photographed by me, except for in one of the folders where I said it's a mixture of, you know, box coins and stuff. I forgot what I was saying there because I was trying to think of that. But anyway, but they're all categorized. I've got them all in albums, and as I said, I've got thousands more to put up. But 2021 Gash number 2, Ulysses butterfly, lovely. I think that was in my top 10. So yeah, good to go. Anyway, there's tons of photos. You can check them all out. Cross-check, look up close, and yeah, the ones I didn't take the photos of, you'll know they're like the ones that were released by the Mint, you know, all those ones. I put them in there so you can have some nice shots. People having a look for them, and sometimes they disappear off. You can't get them anyway. Once they don't have those coins available anymore, the link, you know, the photos that are in there where you buy them, they're gone. So then you go anyway. So. They're in there. Yeah, I just dropped in everything. I just went through heaps of stuff, dropped them in, and I've still got tons more. Tons, mate. And if I got into my other hard drive, whew, seriously, we're talking thousands of posts with, you know, anything from 10 to 50 photos in one hit in a post. I just got so many, and like I said, I took all the photos, every one of them, and some of them I took hundreds of photos just to get 3 or 4 photos. Yeah, sometimes I average probably 80 photos for every coin. But seriously, 80 photos for every coin, and then I'll take out of that, you know, I don't know, whatever I could get. And 2, 3, 4, 5 photos, 6 photos, and that's all. And that took me so long to take those photos, I'll tell you, and then crop them all, and then if I wrote on them to tell you what it was, a lot of work. And they're all sitting there anyway for you to have a look at. And yeah, you know, have a look. Some of them might be not so good condition. That's from my early days when the camera that I was taking the photo with was a Logitech that was connected up to my computer that I made, and it tended to give it the must have been the fluoro in the kitchen and it made it look yellow, the photos and stuff. So anyway, so if you see all the old ones that are a little bit out of focus and yellow, that was more than likely taken with a PC camera plugged into the USB. But there's tons in there. I've put tons, pre-decimal, decimal, overseas. Like I said, I've put them into albums to make them a bit more easy, you know, easier to find. But once you're in there, they're whatever order I put them in when I put them in there. Tons to look at though. Keep you busy for hours, man. Months. Seriously, keep you busy for a long time. Another donate. That's 3 donates. I was only going to do $100. I've done 100. This is 120. Come on. Not much chop. Come on, rotate. No. Better still, a large head, all-spaced IRB would be the supremo find of the year, or more. No, nothing going on here. Oh, I've got to get that. Otherwise I'll forget it. You forget things when you're getting older. But it's alright, I'll find it later when I need it. Oh, Trish. Oh, yeah, Trish. Yeah, Trishy's following me. I was going to say that before, Trish. That's why I was looking over there and I was reading what you said about can't find things up there. Yeah, Trish. Fine. But yeah, look, you know, I spent a lot of time on those photos. Any that look bad or whatever, it was my very first camera, which was just basic, or it was that Logitech one. It was the round Cyclops eye, the kitchen. I'm in a dark corner. Seriously, I was pretty proud of myself of what I pulled off with those photos, those bad ones. But the other ones, they're all close up, and I've tried to write on all of them, not underneath in the description, but on the actual photo, explaining any differences with varieties or what the error is. But with that many I put on, I can't put descriptions underneath of what they are. So it's a good learning, because there'll be, if more than likely, if it's just looking at the coin there, unless it's the proofy look I'm saying, you'll know if it's worn and whatever and there's nothing, it's going to be an error or a variety. So whip out your books or your knowledge out of your head and work it out what's going on. So yeah, and you know, I'll try my best to help anyone if they got questions, you know, comment on any of them, you know, but not like how much is this worth and all that stuff, that, you know, it's all I tell you is it's worth as much as two people want to pay for it. So but pointing out something that you absolutely can't work out, but not on every single photo, and that, because I'll just tell you no, because that's a lot of work and behind the scenes, writing out answers for people, and I got to do some research sometimes again, so I haven't got the time. Well, I don't want to spend all that time doing it. But to help, you know, give a hand up and that, yeah, put it on the plate. No, you're not getting handed on the plate. You got to do your homework. You got to earn it, man. And you know, I've got the photos there to help in that, and serious questions and people, you know, and all that. No problems at all. But not silly questions that I know you can look in a book for, or you don't need to ask because you should know. Those ones, no. That shows me people are not. They want it on the plate. They want everything. They're not looking in their books. I'm just a supplement. I'm the supplementary number, and that's it. That's it. That's all I am. Just a supplementary to what your knowledge, what you learn. Yeah, that's it. Come over, have a look at the videos, look at all those photos now, and you'll probably get your answers anyway. H, I had a look, and I need L and O. I thought I needed just O, but I need L, the Lyrebird, and Outback, which I'm sure I'll get. Hill's Hoist is the gash number 1, Great Australia Coin Hunt. 523,000 on them. And number 2 there was 490,000. No, no, because it was about 456,000. So they were 456,000, and these are 523,000. I had them at 491,000. Just after they came out, I worked out what they would have been, and I tell you, I was only 40,000 out of what the vintage was for them, right off the mark. That's not bad. And yeah, and so yeah, and the latest ones, there's no figures yet. So yeah, I'm doing a few more than I said. I was only going to do $100 worth. No rotate there. But the fan's on me. The wind's blowing so hard out there. I got up, bees farting this morning. It was like, anyway, 5 o'clock or whatever. It's still 24 degrees, eh? It's just really hot, but not really hot. Absolutely brilliant morning. That's all I could say. It was 24, warm overnight, yeah, but what a morning. Outside was just lovely. 24, nice breeze. That's do anything weather, you know, golf, fishing, I don't know, jogging, running, walking, taking the dog out, bike riding, cruising around with the top down on the car. I don't know, but I'll tell you, this morning 5 o'clock, doing any of that, and the sun coming up, and still was nice even up to 10 o'clock. It was blowing, but still nice outside. Not just stayed that constant temp, but I'd say I haven't been out there in the last hour, but I'd say it's really hot because the wind's just kicked up. That's just been hit, banged. Not much going on here. Oh yeah, nothing that's jumping out anyway. Yeah, you get a threepence in. So Jaz's mate got a threepence in his coin jar. Well, yeah, it got him. Or he got given that in change, because it probably wouldn't have gone through the roll, so he probably got it in change from a shopkeeper's giving it to him as 5 cents. That happens. I've had sixpences, shillings. Shopkeepers don't care. What they're hoping is you don't pick it up, because they think they get it thrown back at them. So yeah, he probably got it given to him in change, threepence. That's all right. Depends what year it is, up to 45, 92.5% silver, and then after that 50 to 64, 63, whichever year it stopped. Yeah. But yeah, they'll have a nice, I don't know, depends, like I said, how much percentage silver's in it. Ugh, that's horrible. And you can get large, small head on these too. The difference is the top, that's not even a good one to show. I didn't even look on these. This one I forgot. But the same as the 10 cent, the 99 10 cent, which I've got a video on that, and the 2001 large head. Just look at that. It's the same. And the 99 $2. Same thing. The top of the lettering to the inner rim, closer, large head, away, standard head. That there is a large head. The standard head is just not even the thickness of that T-bar difference. There's good luck. They're really hard to tell. The other day when I did a noodle, I showed everybody on here that I found two together and showed you the difference. You could see it clear as glass, the difference between the large head and the small head I found. So they're out there, large and small. And like I said, I've got videos on the 99 10 cents and the 99 $2, and you can watch both of them and it's the same deal. The 10 cents is the easiest one to tell the difference with the large and small, with the the distance between. But the $2, it's nearly exact. You know, if the distance is 0.2 on the large head, the small is 0.3, and that's what's happened on the $1. The difference is only 0.1 or something. It's marginal. So check them. And yeah, I got one the other day, and all of the rotates of the 99s that I've got to check one of them, okay, but all of them are large head. So all the rotates that I have, where did I put that one? Oh, I put it back in there as a throw head. So all the rotates that I've had are all large head. All right, except for one I've got to check that could possibly be a small head. But it would make sense if I'm right, they've only used one die, found out that they locked it into the wrong position. It didn't rotate like the 2001. I've only found them there and 30. I haven't found them in between. So I'm figuring they put it in and locked it in 30 degrees out. The little grub screw, they put it wrong. And it's locked in because they're all exact same. So I'm figuring one die. Now if it's one die, you can't have both in one die. It's either small or large. But I'll be buggered if they didn't do it to both. So there's those 90% of you don't know in the world that they actually, on the large and the small, some bozo actually locked it in at 30 degrees out on both. Because I have to check one of them and see that it's a small head. If it's a small head, then I've got to rotate small head, and all the rest are large, which means they did it on both of them, which means someone in the mint didn't have his angle correct. When he dropped, he didn't have his line up. I don't know. Anyway, another S, that means we've got an AS, ASS, right there, or SAS. Anyway, 2 S's and an A so far. Need the U. I'm just looking over here. So, and then his first find was the Hell's Hoist, and he didn't even know it was an alphabet coin. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, I've had it where you don't know things are out, and you get them, it's like, where'd this come, you know? The language coin, 50 cents when it came out. I thought I was on fire. I had a rotated coin 180 degrees out, man. I was ready to do a video for YouTube and everything about this. You know, straight off, I was absolutely over the moon. You wouldn't believe it. And man, did I sink down to the flatness of a pancake when I read that that's actually the bloody things were minted. Man, my heart jumped out, I'll tell you, you know. It's a rotate, a new coin, like, you know. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, 1950, yeah, 50%. So yeah, in that threepence, yeah, would have gotten his change. But yeah, it happens. Look, many times, mate. I've had many sixpences, especially, and you know, it doesn't happen so much now. But your shillings are still getting around. You'll have some old pops who's got still a jar full or something, and just what the hell? They're 10 cents, you know. As far as he's concerned, you'll go down and use them. Shopkeeper take them. If he knows his stuff, he'll definitely be taking them because they're silver. Another 2,000. Yeah, but anyway, that's what you get. That's go shops, get your coins from the shops, get a rapport with your shopkeeper, buy his coins off him, check his coins, take them down the bank, and you know, like with Woody and Echo, I'm saving them time having to leave the house and drive down and put them in the bank, and if the machine's not working and putting in, having to find another one, yeah, I'll take the hassle out of them having to go to the bank, bugger around with their change. And I'm more than happy to check all the coins he ever gets through there, and they're both more than happy for me to take them away, and they get cash straight up front. I mean, it's a good exchange. And I've offered him stuff, and they don't want it. I've given him badge and stickers and stuff, so, you know. And all my stickers I put down there, they're all gone. I was going to take some more down, actually. So there must be a few people living around Keilor, where his shop is, that follow me, or do now, because all my channel stickers gone. I was going to take some channel badges down there, actually. That's right. It's going to make some channel badges to take down there. You know what? I might take a few channel badges down his shop next time I go down, which will be in a couple of days, I'm sure. And I've got a spare pie in the sky badge. I've got a couple of spare badges there. I might put them down his shop, and well, anyone listening, if they're first in there, get their hands on a badge. I don't know what I got here, but I might only take like 3 or 4 down there. So, see how long they last. Oh, look, straight off the mark. It's teasing me like crazy. Keeps teasing. I don't like teasers, that's for sure. I told you, I said before, 2016s, the end of the 15s, 2016s, 2017s, and the start of the 2018s are some of the best material coins we have. And material, I'm talking, you know, what they put in there, they reflect really well with the hits. They really do. They're hardened so nicely. The luster stain on them beautiful for those years. They were really well done. I've got, you know, hats off to the mint, wherever they sourced out their material, who made their blanks for them, and whoever sourced the material out for the blanks, because that could have been any country in the world that does blanks. I think Hong Kong is where we were getting them last time. Anyway, they were really good. You know, you have a look at your 2000s and some of the others, 2009s. Excuse me, 2013s, really bad. 2014s smashed up. You know, they were a soft metal, and real pity on the 2000s, because that's the one that the mule's on, and that's why you don't get them in good nick. It's not the age, just that. It's the fact that you know, the 2000s are worse than an 84. It was just that particular year, whatever went on, it was crap metal that they used, inferior metal. So sometimes we get inferior metal, for sure we do. You can tell through, you can just tell. You can line up your years and you can see the consistency in years, older years and that turn up in good nick, and the other ones that don't. So you can do your own little survey on that one, line them up, and you'll see, and you'll pick certain years you can, and so by doing that, some years you can pick out just from one side. Yeah, well, the reverse side, that would be. Oh, yeah. So, and it went to the ANZ Bank, got 7 sets of 2016 Olympics in the coin album sleeve. Well, that's all right. I gather that was back in 2016. Oh, so Ian got a language coin just back yesterday. So I'm just picking up on what I've missed out and was talking about. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, don't be fooled by it. I was. Well, yeah, I was over the moon. I can't believe it. I can't believe. Well, I didn't know. If you're not told something or shown something, you can't know. The whole reason, me doing these, you need to be shown. That way you know. Got to be told or shown, or you can't know. It's impossible to know. I'll just put you on the right track, and I might not be 100%, but I'm usually in the ballpark. There's the tail, the foot cud just there on the roo. And because of being the crap metals, as I said, weak as and hit, and they've all got that rounded look to them, the 2000s. They're a coin on their own, I'll tell you. The 99s to some extent the same, but they got their roundness to them, and they sort of look thinner, and they're beaten up really easy. But yeah, anyway, so you get that cud just there, and you can get the big massive rabbit ears as well as the 10-cent mule. There we go, the 2009, 3 different ones on them. Just put them all together, check them for the different shapes. I'm pretty sure there's 5 different, I've worked out 5 different spots to point out the dollar. Hold on a sec, everyone. Alright, bye. Yeah, have a good, hey, have a good time. Right, happy birthday too. Oh, for Sunday. Oh, better I'll pick going live now. Alright, see ya. Ta-da. Yeah, they're going away for the weekend down the beach. So, yeah, that'd be nice. But the weather, good weather finishes today as far as I know. And it's back down to 20s. Yeah, so anyway, so 5 different points to look at on them. I was keeping them to check the 3 together, but I accidentally put all of them into the bank. I'd mixed them all up. I had them sitting level for me to check them, and well, they're gone, so that's my first one to check and get. I'll try and get them all, the 3 together, and show the differences. And that was a good start anyway, because that's in top nick. So if I can get a couple like that, I'll be able to do it. Otherwise, if they're worn, you know, you got to collect. You know, you want 20 or 30 of them, like I did last year, and put them all together. Then I got rid of them, took them back to the bank, and I spent them. But, excuse me, Michael, how you going, buddy? You can get every colour you want, Jobby, for the Olympic coin. Just go down and just take out tons and tons and tons of $2 coins. And you never know. I've picked up 3 and 4 of the colours in one hit, as well as, well, I did the other couple of noodles back. So I got, what did I get? 3 of the 3 rings. And I got the Paralympic for that year too, which is a colour coin as well. They're really hard to find too, and I got that one as well. So that was in one hit. So you get enough $2 coins, you just might get them all in one day. But then you might be doing it for the next 2 years and find nothing. Look, there's another mule. Look, I'm finding mules everywhere. 2005 with the 2006 reverse. Should have been that one for the year, but they mixed it up. But yeah, not much, no 14s or nothing, no. Yeah, I'm in my little bank, it does all right. I might just, I don't know, I'll see. Yeah, I might leave some for later tonight. Oh, will I? What's the time now? I'll keep going for now, because if I can get them all done, I'll go down the bank and get some more. In the 38 degrees, possibly 40 Celsius, so double that. 80, add 30, 110, and because it's over 32 degrees, you've got to add another 3 degrees to that. So double it, 80, add 30, 110, add 3 more, because over 32, so 40 is 113 degrees Fahrenheit. Whoa. Cooking. Yesterday there was 3 places in West Australia just under Broome that were gonna, I didn't see what they got to in the end, but they were forecast over 50 Celsius. Yep, you heard it right. And they were wondering if they were going to break the record of 50.3 Celsius is the record in Australia. So I didn't hear on the news what they got to and if they broke the record. But 50 degrees, man. Yeah, 50. You know, that's, you know, that's 133 degrees Celsius, Fahrenheit. 133. Man, I cook pavlova at that temperature. You know you got to cook pav at 130 so it don't crack. You got to cook it slow as for about 3 hours at that. That's pav. They can whip up and do a pavlova outside, man. An outdoor pav. Now that'll be crazy on TikTok. 41, Michael. Yeah, 41 there yesterday. Ooh-wee. That's well, we're going to get something like that today. Oh yeah, we've been a lot hotter than Queensland. Victoria gets some really hot days. We've had, man, I remember one time we had like 2 weeks of 40s. Same as Adelaide and WA. Up the top seems more consistent in the 30s. Whereas we can have spurts down here. West Australia, was it last summer? Didn't they go like 4 weeks or something with it not under 30 or something? Real hot, real shockers. Anyway, no rotate there. No large head. Anyway, how you going, Wisey? I'm talking to you over here. 41. Oh, yeah, you had the flu. Yeah, you wasn't well, buddy. Yeah, my wife's been off for 2 days. She's not well. Done the swabs and all that stuff, you know. No COVID. But there has been some flus going around and that they warned on that. I told everyone to watch out for everybody forgetting about the other things that are going around. And that they could mutate with it too. But yeah, she hasn't been well 2 days, so feeling a bit better today. But me personally, mate, I think I'm like the Omega Man, you know, and I am legend. I think that I've got that blood for sure. Charlton Heston, Omega Man, who remembers that film? Oh, unbelievable. Not Soylent Green, but Omega Man, which was what I Am Legend is just a remake of the Omega Man. And I just feel like that, mate, because they've had COVID, I've been here, been with them, no. They've had colds, flus, I've been here with them, no. I don't get anything. So yeah, the Omega Man. That finger, and I'm going to draw a face on that finger. He's got to be introduced to the world, I think. Mr. Finger. Gold finger. Coin finger. Yeah. Coin finger. This one. Tell him quick. It's like thing, isn't it? Or this one. Plenty of errors on these ones. Uh, yeah, yeah, horrible. And then I hope you're better, buddy. Yeah, it's a real rundown. You know, why is he? No, you know, there's always truth in BS, mate, isn't there? And I have to say that, yes, that who knows? All the filth and crap of these coins over the last 25 years, yes, who knows? I've been sick a few times through the years, and yeah, I could have built up immunity to everybody's gunk. Another donation. You know, but who knows? We just don't know, do we? So, you know, it's just absolutely possible. Absolutely possible. Now the wind's kicking up. All the I'm in the back room, of course. It got flooded out last year for that storm, and the plastic's still over the holes from the plaster. So that is just like it's inside the ceiling. It's only about 10 inches, and the wind's just blowing straight through outside, straight into the cavity. The plastic's just breathing. It's just pumping in and out, in and out. So I can tell when there's a big blast of wind outside because it starts going crazy. Yeah, 36 there, are you already? Yeah, I haven't been outside, but that wind I can feel. I haven't got the aircon in here. Got the fan going. And I know anyway, you know. Everyone knows when that wind's hitting and it's coming north, that within, you know, half an hour, so you just change and you just get hammered. It's like going in the sauna and throwing the water onto the hot rocks, and it comes around and burns your nostrils and your throat a little bit. Just like that. Alright, scoot along. I don't know how long I've been on, 58 minutes, that's alright. Half the normal time. Yeah, that's it, yeah. Well, if anyone's been in the sauna, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That hot water comes around, that hot steam comes around when you throw it on the rocks. I used to do it just to upset some people, because it can get very hot. That's, you know, it's steam, it's red hot, it's like out of the kettle, and you're breathing it. So there's a nice 15, I said. The 15s, but the end of the 15s, all the 16s, 17s, and the start of the 18s, all real nice material, wherever they sourced it from. Yeah, but yeah, so that's the throw heaps on, mate. No large head, it's not rotated. He's sneaking in. There he is. Having a sniff at the coin. I seriously think this finger's got a brain of its own. I could go on The Voice. No, it's not that one, is it? Australia's Got Talent. Coin finger. Anyway, I don't know, what's everyone else do while they're concentrating on noodling their coins and turning them? Muttering to themselves, I wonder. Something in the hand they're twiddling with. trying to talk to someone, and at the end of the whatever time of noodling, you got no idea what they were saying. Please say it again. That happens all the time, Yep. The shock of being at home and realising everyone said goodbye to you an hour ago, and you're thinking everyone's there and you've been talking to them. Who's done that? Yep, been there. Yep, talking to them, only to realise like 10, 15 minutes or whatever, half an hour later, that they've actually gone out shopping and they said goodbye to me ages ago. That's... yeah, funny things happens when you're concentrating on trying to find these coins. Yeah, I've had a heap of shocks when no one's been home. I've actually thought they were home. And I've been talking to them and I'm like, oh man, yeah, well you do. You go into a daydream. It's like a trance, you know. I just need the voodoo lady and the chicken, mate. And yeah. But hey Reef, how you going, buddy? I sent all your stuff out yesterday, so I sent yours, Reef, and I sent NN's out to him. And I sent Spud Lee's out, and Julie, I've already told her what I'm doing with that, so Julie Butterkick, so yeah. So yeah, I've sent them out, they're gone. In the post. So I got them in there before 12, so they're not registered or nothing. Another S. I can replace anything that's in there, if that's the case. So that's 3 S's now. It's a real ass. A S S S. But privy marks, eh? You know, in your change, privy marks in your change. Actually brought out. I mean, you know, you go and buy coins with privy marks and stuff and see what you're paying for them. Even if it was $3 and $4, it's a privy mark, $3 and $4 privy marks. And that adds up. And not a case of you selling it, it just makes it worth having in a set, because the set is technically worth face value, but worth more if somebody wanted it. Ugh. Wait on. It wasn't that. I thought it was rotated, not because the other side's like it is. See all that? See that? Now I wonder how many people jump to the conclusion and say it's all worn. But it's not. It's a common feature that I see with coins that have been underwater. And see, it's this really lovely, the finish on it's really nice. See, it's rounded, really nice. Everything's really nice. And this is just worn away, and this has been underwater, and the water just washes over it. Washes over, just gently. And this side was up, out. So you could imagine it was like this. And that's what happens. It just gets an even, gentle wear down. And this side was in the dirt shit. See, nothing washing over it. So yeah, water, underwater. Down the beach, could be anywhere. Ah, for sure. And then I can't tell people enough. There's a lot of negativity out there, buddy. You know, I've got to tell you that if you look at any consensus on mint marks, privy marks, counter stamps, look at some of the counter stamp coins, what they've gone for. They're privy marked. They're a standout coin. They're 1.5 million. They don't do that every day. And so the ones that are always worth the money are the first and last made privy mark, mint mark, counter stamp. You know, you can go your notes and everything else with your special, you know, stamp on it, specimen, whatever, or prefix numbers. There's a whole heap of things, and they all come under the same umbrella of one ofs, and not many ofs. And so that's what, isn't that, you know, that's half of collecting. That's got to be that you want to get all the low mint stuff, all the stuff that you know is worth money in a set, especially in good condition. Nothing different to stamps or everything else. Everything's worth more the next year and the year after, because the cheapest time to buy anything was last year. So they're always going up, especially stuff you can't get your hands on. Look at that one, eh? That's like just sitting on top. Just think they were thin plants or something, I don't know, but anyway. No mule on it. Would have been a real nice mule for that. Even though typical beaten up, but it's hardened up a bit, I think. Being hit that many times, as with things, when you hit it, it harden up. And so it's actually taking the hits now. But they're a shocking material. Where do they come from? I think it was made in China, because I think it was Hong Kong made those blanks. Hong Kong, South Korea, or Singapore. I think Singapore has made those. Everyone mixes around and mixes and makes. We make for people some, you know, the planted. This depends, I suppose, what mints go through, what they plan on doing the next year and stuff. If they're going to make blanks and not make blank, and so I don't know how it works, but it definitely moves around a bit as to where and who's making blanks at what for who. It's like they're all taking in turns sometimes. It's like the Olympics, every 4 years it changes. Anyway, you can look for that. I'm not going to look for that. I'm only interested in the rotates. Large, small head, well, to me it can only be on one, and at the moment it's the large head, because that's the majority I've got. And there's only one I'm in doubt of looking at, but might be just a little bit off centre, strike or something. Making it look like a large head, a small head, or standard head. Anyway, that's things to check. Man, that wind is hammering outside. I just know it'll be like opening up a furnace as soon as I open the front or back door. Yeah, it's not. That's in nice condition, isn't it? The Choggum, they're 9 million on there, but that's just a bit of rubbish to come off it. Where's that? It's nearly all off. It's only a little bit in there, but that's in nice condition. It's got a bit of scratching on the cheek, but you know, if you wanted something for your set, yeah, I think you'd be more than happy with that. You know, that's almost uncirculated. It's, you know, it would be uncirculated, just gone in. You know, you can tell. Look, it's fresh as. Not reading. No. It's you know, it was uncirculated. You know, a day ago, 2 days ago. Yeah. So oh, who's that? Julie. How you going, Julie? Yep, I've said hello to everyone. Anyway, nice neck. If you want one, you know, they're there. Yeah, well. My little bank. I mean, it's given me a couple of coins there. What's this one? What was I keep that for? What's this one? That's error. There's going to be a couple of coins there, but you know, nothing to go screaming about. I mean, the well, the rotate, definitely understated. 99 rotate, and those 3 AUS coins, 4 of them, A and 3 S's. That's the pick so far for sure. Come on, I wasn't paying attention, I mucked around and got them out. And these ones, look for cuds on those heads. You can get another blob on top of them, on there. Little tiny ones. Leaning Tower of Pisa. You can't get the large head on this one. That's the only head that was on there, the standard. I'm pretty sure that's ice-based RB joined on that one. $2016. Why doesn't it change over 2016s? Where's me rotate? No rotate. No large head. Maybe that's a 2004. There you go. I know, I'll probably tell you a lot of the coins. That 20, if I'd turned that, I would have told you it was a 2013 or a 2000 with a possible 2009 in there for that one. And it would have, they all got their characteristics. It's after damage. Excuse me. I gotta have a drink. I'm dying. Wish I could light up in here, but I'm inside the house. I do have a durry. Yeah, give me a mule. Give me a rotate. Give me one of them with a large head on there and prove that they were wrong. That'd be the money coin. That'd be worth more than a mule to me. If you found one of them with a large head, that would be a mule because it didn't come out with them. So if you found one of them with a large head, that would be a mule. This side would mean that they've put the muled it up with the obverse for the RAAF coins, the silver Sydney Army coins, and the 2001 Federation that supposedly have the large head coins because they weren't meant to be on this one. That would be a mule. But who knows? The mint does many strange things, and that's why I keep looking through here after 25 years. Because I'm just waiting to pick up and find that coin where they totally turned it into like one of the best coins you'd find. And just find one, yeah, that they've totally messed up, that shouldn't have got out, you know, like some, you know, real brokerage stuff, you know, a cap coin or something. Oh man, you know, anything in that real serious natured deformities, they'd be spectacular, and big huge dollars too, huge dollars on them. Yeah, I've got 5 left. I'll see how I go. My lighting's hanging out. The camera is still going. 2000. No, only donkeys. No one of them put that over there. I think that was a thinner one, to tell you the truth. So the other one. Oh yes, I might have two different ones here because I'm Muttersaurus in. That could be two different ones. Yeah. So that's a thinner one to that. Yeah, you can see. And the top is different too. The serif. And it's more flatter. So that's a thinner one there. So that's two. There's three of them that you can get. Three different ones. And they're all varieties of each other. There's no standard because we haven't got a standard to work from. The mint hasn't said which one is the very first one they mint. They probably haven't even told anyone anyway. They want somebody to get them to tell everyone. I really don't know. I don't read books, magazines, blogs. I'm not in any groups on Facebook. Even though I'll answer some people's questions in their groups, but I don't join them. Yeah. I forgot what I was saying anyway. Talking shores and the other. 1 minute ago. Can't flow. No dinosaurs at all, and I got 25 in that one hit 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago. 4, can't remember. But yeah, 25 in one hit. $94. Nice size rabbit ears on these too. About the average size, if you want to call rabbit ears and have an average size, that would be it's the average size, that one. But they look like a rabbit too. See, they say it's rabbit ears because it makes the root look like a rabbit. But I have noticed that the cud looks like a rabbit in reverse on nearly most of them. So you've got a rabbit on the back of a root, as well as rabbit ears because it makes it look like it's got big rabbit ears. But yeah. 94. Don't find too many of those ones anymore. Used to find a fair few. 94s, 98s, 85s are pretty scarce. I got an 85 the other day. I haven't got 85 for, well, years probably. You know, if anyone's just started noodling, like, you know, it might be years in between finding some of these. I said I found an 85 rabbit ears. I've got tons of rabbit ears, but, you know, the last 85 might have been 3 years ago that I found. So that's why everything's out there for you to find. All the coins you want are out there that were put into circulation. They're all out there for you to find. There are exceptions to that, or I don't know, if some years, 20 cents and stuff. But anyway, they're all out there, and it's just patience and decades of checking. Maybe only a couple of years of checking, I don't know. But it's not going to happen overnight. You can strike it lucky on a couple of ones that you do, and then it's just a dry spell and things just come in dribs and drabs. And it becomes like everything else, where the trading cards and all that, it comes down to a couple that you really need, and that, you know, probably chances are you're going to have to buy it or noodle for next decades, and just hoping that one turns up in your coins. And that happens with all of them. So you find everything until you get whittled down to those last ones, and then that's where you probably struggle. But to get everything up to that, it can take years and years and years. You don't get everything straight off the mark. Not a chance. Very much I've been doing, I'm still waiting for an O and an L in the 2019s. I had them all anyway. I had everything, tons of them. But they're gone. They're back. There's a mule, 2005, 2006 reverse. There's a 2006, eh? Look at that. That's a diaphyl. There's no wear around it at all. Yeah, it's a nice 200, the year 200. In the year 200. That's a really nice fill. That, you know, when you can't see it, it's there. I told you, everybody, no matter what, you will have a shadow of every single thing that's ever done. No SDs, SD missing on the 2 cents. It doesn't matter. They never not miss putting it in the die. Everything was in the die. When it's missing, it just means it's filled. And even if it goes down to that surface like this is, it will still show a shadow. It has to, because that metal in there is a different composition to around there. It had to work even more to be pushed up. So it's changed composition inside there, which means no matter how much you take that down, unless you take it right out, scoop it out, there will be a shadow because it's a different composition. Everything that's missing, the legs in the kangaroo at the back, that's why I don't worry about them. A leg missing in here, they're nearly missing anyway. That thing, oh look, it's good on this one. But yeah, it's still going to have that. It's still going to have a shadow. It's going to show. So they don't disappear completely. It'd have to be gouged out, worn right down and worn down by after it's dye filled itself and worn. It's still going to only go as flat as that field, and it'll show. So that's a really nice dye fill. 200, the year 200. That's excellent. I like finding them. I've only, like, you know, the last 3 years, I've only got 4 of these. I've done the videos on them. You guys have seen them. If you watch the videos, you would have seen the ones that I've had. I've had the last one filled, and these O's filled, one of each, not both. Just there's always one. Anyway, that's a really nice 200. That's excellent. And it's a dye fill. It's not rubbed out or not. There's no, you know, you can see it hasn't been touched. That's just was like that. It's not far off how it was when it came out. It's hardly, you know, it's only been hit the wear. You can see this all standing up real nice. Oh, it's nice. Yeah. So that's really good. Yeah, that's a good score. I like them. Because they're collectible, you know, you can go for 200 and different numbers, you know. Yeah, you start at 1. You want something that's dye filled up to a 1. You know, 1 and 2, all of these filled gives you 2. Then all of them with the 0, so you start with a 0, a 1, a 2. Anyway, you get me? That's what's good about collecting coins and stuff. You can make up any pattern you like of collecting. Anything you want. Anything you can think of. You can put it together and start collecting it and make it a collection. You don't have to follow anybody. You don't have to do what everybody tells you. Just come up with innovative things to collect, you know. I don't know what it could be. It could be anything. Anything at all. Oh, that's nice. It's nice for being beaten again. It's hardened, I can tell, after it got malleted big time. Nothing else. Pity. Oh, has that got a little run? No. Always check everything. See, look, you can see why. See that there? I can see it, so you guys must be able to see it. So then that's caught me on, like, you know, the rabbit ears. Bring it up. No, just a little dent's going on there. See? But check everything. You have to check everything. Otherwise you're not going to find anything. Well, you'll find, you know, there's stuff that jumps out at you. But my point is, anything that catches your eye, investigate. Don't write it off as it's a knock, it's a hit, no, it's not a struck through, it's not this. Well, you know, bloody oath it could be. You better check it and tell yourself exactly if it is or not, and not guessing. If you're not sure, have a look at one of my videos, go and have a look at the photos on Facebook. Ask comments. Yeah, you know, there's a 2006, that's what that one should be looking like. Yeah, that's what you should look like. Not anymore. That's really nice. That's a nice 200. That's a money coin. I know that everyone I've had with a die fill have gone. The last one I had, that's right, was 20, missing the 0 and 1. That was on the 2001. So this is on 2006. So the last one was 20. Was it the first one missing? I think the second one. So I think 20, the 0 is missing, and the 1. So if he got this one, he's got the 201, and this one's the 200. Anyway, they're good. There's heaps of good stuff. And there's lots of people who appreciate the fact of finding things for them because they haven't got the time to go and do it, and they appreciate because whatever you sell them for, you never get your labour back, you never get your car fees back, you never get your house costs back, you don't get nothing back. You actually have a loss every time you sell them, unless you sell them big money. So there's a lot of work goes into finding them, and people that appreciate the fact that somebody's actually doing a job for them, well, they're getting it cheap because they ain't getting charged labour. I got to check if that's a. Oh no, it is Cuds. Yeah. Look. Where's Snapper? I think I just outdone yours, buddy. You only got that one. This is a little snail trail going on there. Yeah. There's a trail going on there. That really broke up. I think yours is there, Snapper, if you watch this. And this is added on here. That's a really good one. Now, it's not rotated though. So his was on a rotate, mine was on a rotate. So it seems it was consistent with the design, that there was a weak spot in here. And like I said, there's roughage goes on here and on the edges, but it's basically chrome and not so much as it's chipped out. But it's still little small cuds and stuff, but it's more that the hardening's gone. Whereas that's the actual dies chipped out. But yeah, that's really nice. That's a nice little error there on that one. That's two of them. Man, it must be hot out there. I'm in the background. I tell you, I've got no air conditioning, and the bloody fan's blowing on me, but it's blowing, and now it's blowing hot air on me. I haven't got my temperature gauge in here. But I'm gathering that I'm like a turkey in an oven, mate, and I'm getting roasted. I'm just cooking. Yeah, nearly done. 2 more rolls after this, and we'll see if there's anything in those last 2. That would have been a nice 2,000. If it was a mule, a 14, one of Mobberoos, nothing there. Now you wouldn't believe it, but these 2 rolls here, these 2 rolls were at the front of those 14 rolls of coins I had. I think it was 14 or whatever. Okay, the 24 rolls. So these were at the front of the 24 rolls. I had 12 there, and I picked them up and I put them at the very back. Just thought I'd let you know, because I actually thought when I did that, because they were like, anyway, I just put them there because it was the room that was there. I moved it, And when I put them at the back, I'm like, should I move them back to where they were? Because they're going to be the last ones. And I thought, nah, because who knows? So that was for a reason, for a grand finale finish. Talk about wishful thinking, eh? But, you know, somebody's got to win. Get those ones out there that no one's seen, can't find. Man, if that was an 88, I would have been doing backflips. That was an 88 Mobberoos. No large head, no rotate. So yes, who knows? Wishful thinking, those two. But I definitely thought I put them in. I'm like, what's the chances I did? I should have looked at them first. Left them where they were. 4.1 million on them. Beautiful coin. Well, so yeah, you know. Anyway, they're low mint. That's not rotated. It's got no cuds on it, and that's a small head. All right, so that's a small head. There's your large head, and there's your small head. See the difference in the gap? All right, between the top of the legend to the inner rim, you can clearly see it there, the difference. That's what you're looking for. So that's a small stand. I don't know if it's a small head, that's a standard head, and a large head. And, you know, actual fact, I think they do. It does look large, doesn't it? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I think it actually does. I've never noticed it. Anyway, there you go. That's your small head, right there. So at least I've got something to show everyone. The difference with those two. So there you go. See that? 0.2, 0.3. You know, very minimal, but they exist. They exist. So I'm showing you that they exist. There's something in your book that's telling you something, and they exist. So the 10 cent, the 5 cent is the same. You get a large. I'm not going into them; they're too hard. But your 10 cent, your $1, and your $2, 20 cents. I haven't got nothing on them. So yeah, 5 cent, 10 cent, $1, and $2. They've all got small and large. And the IRB is all spaced on the large, and the IRB is all spaced on the standard, as I was telling Snapper, and I've told everyone. Don't know what the books are telling people, but it seems they're telling them to look out for that IRB change. But that's only on the 2001, not the 99. The 99, it stays the same. They're all spaced. What changes is only the difference in the die difference is the head and distance here that they made. They did not change the IRB. It stayed the same. So if it's in your book saying there's large head IRB all spaced and the standard is all joined or I spaced RB joints, scrub it out and put both IRB all spaced. And it's the distance from lettering to inner rim that decides whether it's small head or large head. Alright, I think I got that through. Anybody that wants to listen to me telling them that, but it's true. So yeah, that's small head. So they exist. And it's not a rotate. As I said, all my rotates are large head. So if that stays true, then if I'm right that there's only one die being done and they're up to a maximum of 250,000 of those 1999 rotates, that's all there'll be. Which will be an equivalence to the 2001 rotate as well, because it's around that mintage as well. They always go on about what one die makes, unless they know definitely that they found out the problem while it was being done and they get a mintage figure. But if it's been run right through and they haven't stopped it, it's going to be a die's worth. Yeah, 250, 300,000. That's what 2000 is, same as what, you know, I reckon these are possibly going to be. They could be less if they found it before the die ran out and broke and they changed it, whatever they did. So we really don't know. just because there's heaps in there right now, I pointed out, it's only because I reckon no one's but caught on to the 99s are rotate dollar coins, money coins, not just dollar coins, they're dollar coins, but they're the money coins, they're rotates. Anything that's rotate, no matter who you are, you know it's worth money. I'll put that one back in. I'm glad I dug it out because that's the one with the errors on it, with the cuds. Die chip error. Glad I picked that one out. But yeah, so that's the large head. So anyway, you saw it. It's a small head and the large head. They exist. Alright, so last one. I haven't been over. I haven't said hello. Anybody's turned up? Hello. If anyone's gone, bye-bye. Sorry. Yeah, the $1 missing part of Elizabeth. Yeah, was it 1984 by any chance? Because yeah, dye fill on them, not dye wear, because they were coming out the very day they released the 84s. If it's an 84, the very day they released the 84s, they were minted with an error audit straight away. First days out. They made it into the news. They were selling for $1,000 each through the trading post, and it was part of the Elizabeth was missing. The Eliz was missing. It was only Beth. Sorry, it wasn't Elizabeth. It was Australia. Australia was missing right down to the R. So it's just the last rear. You know, Australia with Leah. They were selling for $1,000 each. It was in the news and that, and they were dye filled because they were straight off the mark, brand new. So somebody had cleaned out the dye, filled it real good, and it filled in right around to here, all missing. $1,000 each they were selling for through the trading post immediately within a week of them coming out. And now anyone that's got one, it was $1,000. See, everyone was right into the errors, and you know, it's from the mint. Now, you know, somebody, you know, might go $10, $15. It's hard to say. I'm just saying with, depends. Yeah, if it's really flat down like that 2000 there, that to, yeah, you know, it could be $15 anyway. Yeah, so anyway, how you going, fish? Thanks for dropping in, brother. And congratulations, happy being a grandfather. I'm not sure if it's your first or second or 10th, but Fish is a grandfather, and that intense 33 hours of having to wait for the labour. But did a good walk around of the massive hospital that he was at. It seemed massive, it just didn't stop. But did a real top walk around in black and white with the lights blurred. It was, you know, you picked, the filters were really good, and the song. But yeah, that was really cool, buddy. Well, we got 19, another A, so we got 2 A's and 3 S's so far. Yeah. We got one more S and we got 2 ass, double ass. No U's turning up. Anyway, this is the last roll, last bit of it. Yeah, no worries, bro. Yeah, really excellent stuff. And you put all that music to it. I gave her that you haven't got to monetize or something, because I'd like to put stuff to mine, but it'd be copyrighted. I'm a bit scared to take me down, take me off. Old Spud's been in the sin bin. I'm not sure what for, but I know he has to play, what do you say, cover bands. Can't play the music straight out. But I figured if you don't put any ads on, then there's nothing for them to claim. Oh, they can claim on it, but if you don't put ads on, they're not going to get nothing anyway. But I just worry about getting a strike if I did it, because there's heaps of good songs I'd like to put on some of mine, I tell you. But I don't want to get hit with strikes and lose the channel or anything. So that later, yeah, it was alright. Wasn't the greatest in the world. The 200 was the bonus there for sure. So what I get, a whole lot of A's, U's, no U's, just 2019, A's and S's. S, A, the S, SS, SA, ass. There you go, got one ass and half ass. ASS and AS. But anyway, there's 3 in the set, there's a U to go there. 99 with the no rotate. It's the large head, standard large head to me. It's got the cut errors on there, die chipped. And what have we got here? 2000, yeah, with a brilliant die fill 6. It's really good, and you know it's a real good die fill because everything else is just standing up. Beautiful, look at that. It has not been chopped, there hasn't been nothing. It's just been hit direct on from all. Look at the hits this bloody thing's got. It's like the surface on the moon there, man. It's been hit a few times, eh? But anyway, that's a dead set, nice die fill, that beautiful, really good. And the 200. Yeah, the other one I had was 201, and I had another 2. I can't remember what they were now. I think I had a 2005 that was missing the 5. There would have been another 200. Anyway, so we got a cut error on the 97, die chip right in the corner there. So right there. Well, it's chipped out, definitely cut. Yeah, die crack, but it's cracked through, it's broken through, whatever you want to. It's there, it's good. So you... so you got, righto, so they bring it down on you, straight off the mark. So, yeah, I don't, yeah, I mean, I'd like to talk to somebody, like, it's hard over the, on here, but to get a real in-depth as to how it all works with all the music. Nice cut error, rabbit ears on the 94, because you don't find too many of them now. Well, it doesn't seem to. Couple of gash coins, 2021, 2021, no, 22, one of each. Look at that. Okay. 19, 1, 2, 3. 523,000 each, 462,000 each. Don't know yet on the third one. So A to Z's. Look, bar, B-U, hub, H-U-B. Oh, that's what we are. We're really a hub, aren't we? Community hub. Anyway, so we got rotate 99 with, I think that one had the cut error. Yep. So rotate, another rotate one with the cut error in the flame. So die chip just in here, little one. I can zoom up, I suppose. Yeah, so die chip there, and it's rotated. So that's only the second one there, the 24 rotates I've got now. But I've got that. 2006 with the excellent. That's a really good. It's just clear as a bell. 200. I mean, that's really good. It's got character, eh? It has. It's got style. Look at that. Just sitting there, real nice. Yeah, that's a score, isn't it? Then for donate dollars, which I will be donating as requested by the government. Donate them. Don't hold them. Don't collect them. That's what they told. That's what they want, because they want them going out. They made 20 million off the first release of them, with people using them for donating and getting them recycling around. So they did all right there. putting in the donate boxes, you know. They're definitely the two different ones. That's thin one on that side. Anyway, look, I've got to check them. We'll get back to them. Oh, we got another 2022. We go with the B, BY. And what's this one? 2006. And why was that there? Was that, let me just check, that could have been the one I took out to show you guys the difference. But yeah, I think that was just the one I took out to show the date difference with the 6 missing. It was on that 2006. That's what it should look like. But it don't. But yeah, it's a real beauty. Yeah. Alright, so yeah. You don't find them too often. Don't think anyone that's seen that, oh yeah, I'll get one. No. You won't. You have to go through a lot, and they don't turn up all the time. I've only had, 4 in the last 4 years or something like that. They don't turn up all the time, and as I said, for anyone that's just starting off, the things that I find today and what I've got here, you might not find for years, you might not find at all. Everyone in their area, best thing, go to your shops, try and, like I said, befriend your shop owner, take cash down there, give him the notes for the coins, if he can bag them up for you into lots of $10 or, $50 for 1s and 2s, and just take them off their hands, take them to the bank. You're saving them time. For the shopkeeper, for over the whole year, you've saved them hours and hours and stuff. Anyway, so that's a good way, and you get a good chance of getting coins that you wouldn't normally get, because someone around there, just like me, go down to the shop and I spend the coins that I've collected. Because, as I said, people do not have a problem going to their local shop and splashing down $60 worth of coins because you don't feel embarrassed about your local shop. You'll do that. And so your local shops get heaps of coins because that's where people go to use their coins, let's face it. You go to the supermarket and everyone's looking at you. You're a card, tap, pay for it. If you pull out all your coins, you'll be dead set carrying on, because I bet when you see the old people that do use them and take them out, and it's taking 5 minutes for them to count them up, everyone's getting anxious to pay for their get through, So I just find that your local shop that is someone that you're quite happy to go down, and they never say, no, I'm not taking that, and whatever, and they'll accept whatever coins you give them to pay for whatever amount. They can't afford not to, So they'll take your coins. That's why I like shops, because that's why I got in the Woody, then at Willie's Milk Bar. He's always got coins to give me, because people go down and use their coins. Woolworths and that, the only coins you're getting off them is the ones that bloody Armour Guard brought into them. There's not many people giving them coins. They're just getting the same coins we are from the bank in the rolls. Remember that? That's the majority of what you're getting. There's not many people using coins. The local shop, definitely people are using their coins. The smokes, how much are they? Somebody's going down $60-$70 of 20s and 5s and 10s, scrambling everything they can together, because they know the shopkeeper's not going to complain. He'll take it. So, and you're supporting the local shopkeeper, eh? That's another biggie. They're disappearing around here. The milk bars are going, turning into hairdressers and everything else, and the milk bars are going. All right, so yeah. So, brilliant. Oh, Sandra George, how you going, buddy? I don't know which one. That one, that's an antique. That's an antique magnifying glass. That's through the family. So that's probably, that could be over 100 years. I don't know, that one. It probably is. Probably from late 1800s, 19. So good luck. It's all original. I think you'll find one of them. And this one's just a loop, no name. 10 times, 20 times. This one is only, this one's about 5, I think. It's probably about 5 times, this one. It's really nice though. But yeah, it's real, like that monocle, that, the eye one. Ew, yes. you know, going to the ballet and stuff. Just seems that way, but yeah, nice. Alright, I'm Hs'CF. Thanks for everyone dropping in. Wisey's gone, everyone's got to go, so yeah, worked out pretty good. So I'm going to go and relax and cool down, I think. No aircon. So yeah, that was cooking. Anyway, that was 480 bucks worth. And as I said, I got 4. I think they're all 20s. Yeah, they're all 20 donation. So that was pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 error coins there. And then, well, the 3 gash, 19, 20, 21, 22. So that was pretty good. And the 4 donates, but definitely the 200, the die fill, is the pick of the day by far, because it's a damn good example. You won't see real. It's a standout, you know. It's a real good example, seriously. And I know when I'm saying that, you know, take it from me. Many people might not take it from me. That's fine, but take it from me on a selling point where I've looked for these to sell for the last 20 years plus. That's a really good looking coin, and it's in top. It's really good. Might not be on Circulating nothing. It's got that's character. That cleanliness, that clear. That's really, really good, and you don't get many like that. So that's a real good. I've never been on Amazon. Oh, right, yeah, for the 20 times that. Yeah, you can get them with light up and infrareds, and this thing I just got from, it was $5 from China 20 years ago, 15 years ago. It was only $5. You don't need fancy, does the job. No light, I've got plenty of light here. And then you got batteries to worry about. I don't know, anyway, each to his own. That's simple, plain. I got that one, I got this one, I got the big one, and then I got the Voltex, which is 7. I think this one's 7, which is right in between all of them. So I got the Voltex. And that's real nice. I've had that day one. That's my very first one I ever bought and got it. That's family one. That's, of course, that's been 100 years plus. But this one is the first one I bought when I got serious, 2000. Bought that. Little shop in the Grave Street in Melbourne, and she told me to get that one. It was 7 times. I said okay, and I used that all the time. I've never used a loop. I only got that loop about 5 years ago. Never had it. Never had one. I just used this for everything. So yeah, the Voltex. Never let me down. Perfect. Real good. Anywho's, so that's that one. The rotate with the error. Got the cut in there. We got the cut error and rotated 30 degrees out. So that's a double on there. And then this one was just the error in the same spot with the die chips. Real nice little trail on there. But that one's not rotated. And then I showed you there's the large and small head. I've put the small head back now. These are both large. But there is the large and small head. I just showed you the difference in the video, so you'd have to go back and have a look. But same distance, same thing as with the 99 10-cent and the $2. Same thing with the $1. So they do exist. They're existent. Yeah, so there you go. Not bad, I suppose. 6, 12, 18 on the dot. And those two, if I put those two there for checking, 20 out of 480, it's 10%, 48, 5%, 24. So I'm in that 3 to 5% again. As I point out, that's the average. So I'm about 4.2% there, turn back. That's what it works out, and it never lies. It always works out. And when it's a good one, it's over. and when it's not, it's under, but it can be under, and I might have had nothing here all day and just had those two, and that would have been a top day, even though it doesn't come to the 20, because these two fall down into the other percentages, which is the 0.1 to 0.3% of what you find is what your dead set right out there coin. All right, there you go. That's the figures. They always work out. 25 years of doing it for you, so it's all worked out for you to know. Anyway, I'm going. If I've missed saying hello to anybody, I'm sorry, because I don't get to look over too often. Yeah, I've had one for 2 years, Julie. I've got it here. If you look at my Howard's close-up videos, you'll see that I use the 1200 to do live video. I've got it here. My daughter and boyfriend bought that, what, 3 years ago. And I used it all the time. I was doing all those close-ups. There's heaps that I showed you right inside, lamination floors, die cracks, cuds right down low. You go and watch my close-ups, and that's all done with the electronic camera, microscope. Yeah, and they're pretty. There's not much to them, that's for sure. You know, it's just there's the camera in there. That's for going up and down for the magnification, and it actually shows me it on a 8-inch screen. You can see I haven't used it, and I can take photos and the videos, and you can do heaps of stuff. But that's what I showed everybody the up closes on, with all the at the very start. I was giving everybody an in-depth to everything I was finding, but I stopped doing it. I haven't done it for a while because it's a lot of work. And I was going to work out somehow to be able to not break it after I show you something. 1 minute. Was to try and work it out where I could connect it up and use that while I'm here, which I can. I've got the app for it. I just can't do it on the computer anyway through there. I've got to get another computer. But I've got an app where I can run 2 cameras, so I could have this one and then switch over to one that I just found, for instance, like one I've just found with the cuds on here, and I could just slip it under there and quickly have it on another camera, and we can look up close, so working side by side. Which that's what I worked out 2 years ago or so. I just can't do it on the computer I got. I need a Windows 11. That's Windows 7 still. And I build it and it crashes, and yeah. So anyway, I got one there. They're really good. You can get right down nitty-gritty and see a lot of stuff. And you can work out a lot of stuff from that too. And just work everything out by logic, not BS or guesswork. Work it out logically. How does the apparatus work? What could have come down? What could have moved? Know how it's made up. Whatever and just mechanically, logically put it together. What could have possibly been the causes of what it is that you found? And if nothing works there, then work outside that, because it was outside after it was minted. Yeah. So a 4.3. That one I got there is that's 8-inch. That one. Anyway, gotta go. John Jacobs, how you going, buddy? Just as you rocked in, John just sent me some coins, silver coins from the US. Beautiful. So if you haven't been over to John Jacobs' site, go and have a look. Coins, American stuff. And I saw there was a couple of things from the bush chicken or something. Anyway, but go over, check his channel out. And he sent me, they're in the gratitude coin album, which I've put away. I can't drag it out and show you. I put 2 40% Kennedys in there, a 65 and a 69. And I've got a 43, I think it is, Merc dime, and a quarter, 60, I think it was a 65 quarter. No, not 65, 64 quarter. because they're 90%ers, and I'll be giving those two away. I'll be doing a giveaway for them. The two 40% Kennedy $half, they're gone into the gratitude book. So much appreciated there. Real nice stuff. I love those coins, not just because they've got silver in them, but I actually like the Kennedys. You know, there's something about that portrait on there and that background. Yeah, real nice. There's something about them. They're really good. The cameo appearance, you know, I like that on coins. You know, it's just you're looking at just the design, and not that any background. And anyway, nice coin. You know, John, if you, I've got his. Well, you can just go on John Jacobs, yeah, but I've got his channel with his name linked, his profile in the mail call I did. I think it was three back, just yeah. And I've got all the links. I've got the links to his place in the description there, to his place, to his YouTube channel. The 65 silver is an error. The one that you sent me. I haven't got it there. Because I looked over it. Well, I looked over it in the camera. Yeah, he sent me the 64D, that's right. Oh, right, yeah, tell me 65 silver quarter is an error, big dollars, yeah. Is that the one with the eagle breast feathers? Is that the one? I know there's a couple there. Yeah, the 65, yeah, silver, of course, that's the 40%. Yeah, he sent me the 64, which is the 90. But, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'm going to go and eat. It's pie time and 2 hours up. That's normal time. Hit the thumbs up. Better still, just watch all my videos. Howard Doggett, nickname Howard's Coin Finds, on Facebook. So go over there, check it out, follow me. Friend and, you know, just follow me. I mean, also, you know, I don't know. I have to work out on that. Anyway. So follow it, but you know, it's all there for everyone to reference. So I've got videos on YouTube for reference, and I've put tons and tons and tons and tons, hundreds, thousands of photos on Facebook for you to go and have a look at. So go check out my Facebook and watch my YouTube videos. So I'm trying to get it all out there, make it as easy as possible in conjunction with your research that you're doing yourselves and your books that you got. And I'm just in there as that extra bit of supplement with visuals, you know. And that. So anyway, good stuff. And I'm going to see everybody later. Oh, mate, I've got to take these coins back. Yes, we're going to have something to eat. These coins are going back to the bank. Big pot of gold down there. All right, people, thanks very much. And till tonight or something, I'll go and get some more coins. There was no 50s in the machine this morning. I was going to get 50, so I might go down and get 50s and do a 50. Yeah, I will. I'll go and get some 50s and have a sniff through them, because 50s, you know, they pay off. They've got some good stuff in the 50s too. But yeah, so I'll take my coins back and I'll get some others and I'll noodle up tonight. 5 o'clock, we got a big cool change coming in here, I reckon. Going to drop 15 degrees in well, they said an hour, but I reckon it'll be like 5 minutes. So that'll drop it down to 27 or something, if we're on 41. Yeah, I did all the group yesterday. I made the name up, I did everything in there, and then I hit cancel. I didn't go ahead with it. I just don't know, because I want to run everything myself, and I've got to be able to run it myself. no administrators. I just want to run it myself like I do here. That's how I am. Call it agoraphobia, you know, fear of other people. And I just like running things myself, so if I can run it myself, I will, but if I can't, then well, my group is already made. Go on my YouTube and go on my Facebook and follow, and you know, you just can't post anything, unfortunately. That's the difference. But yeah, I don't know, you know. Yeah, groups, I've read some stuff about it, and you get some narky people in and stuff, and I gotta check all those comments and stuff, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to though. Get one going. And try and get everybody to funnel across to YouTube, you know, and watch my videos. They got the photos there. But yeah. But anyhow, I'm going. Have a good day. I'll catch everybody later, and I'll probably get some 50 cents. But I'll definitely be looking into that group thing, Julie. I want to do it because, of course, that's, you know, let's face it, you've got to do a group if you're going to do anything, and you want people following you, and lots of people following you and watching your videos and everything else. Yeah, it seems that there's no option but to do that. So I'm probably going to end up having to do that. It just depends if I want to spend all my time doing it, because it's a lot of work, a lot of time. But yeah, I definitely would like to have a group, you know, have my own minions following me so I can show them everything and not tell you there's anything to do. Just again, that's all I'll be doing is show and tell, and everyone do their thing. That suits me just perfect. I show and tell, and then if there's any sticky bits in that, of course, you know, help out. But yeah, just basically show and tell. But I don't know how it works with those groups. You know, if I'm going to get bombarded with questions and answers and how much is this worth and what's this and that, you know, they're things that people have got books for. I just want to show people what to look for in that, not be giving advice on anything like that. And it's work too. I've got to look it up. A few guys are asking me, I don't know everything off by my heart. It's like, how much is that worth? Well, I've got to go look it up too. A lot of stuff I can tell you straight off the mark. Probably 90% of stuff straight off the mark. But yeah, anyway, I'm going. Go to my YouTube. I mean, you're on it. Share my YouTube. Go to Facebook. Follow me on that. Share, like, subscribe, comment on here. And yeah, and I'll keep doing what I'm doing no matter what. I check these every day. And the last couple of days, anybody that's been following me on my Facebook will know why I haven't been really here, is because I've been spending all my time on Facebook, bombarding it with photos and posts and videos. It takes ages. I've still got heaps more to do. So I've got a lot of work to do still, to put even more on. Yeah. So anyway, thanks for dropping in. Drum roll. And I'm out of here. Have a good day, and I'll catch everybody later on. Ta-da. Thanks for watching, and share me around. Bye-bye.